I really got the studio set up right now. This is truly a Gemini Yap session. The first episode of many. I really want to grow on here. I've showed myself that I can be disciplined enough to post every day, sometimes even 2 times a day on TikTok. And that's how my audience aligned with me. And that's how I have 111 beautiful subscribers right now. So shout out to y'all. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, you find a lot of connections on YouTube. Like, the amount of black women who I align with on here that I wouldn't have known if they never put themselves out. It's crazy. And I just want to be that for other people. And I sort of tested the waters with that on TikTok, and it worked. Basically, like 2 years ago now. Today's also my 2-year anniversary with my angel boyfriend. So shout out to you if you're watching this, which I know you are because you support. So yeah, that's just crazy. I feel like it's time for a major check-in all around, because when's the last time I really checked in, not only with myself, but my so-called audience? That's why I need to post more consistently so people know, like, oh, I can expect a video from her this week too, most likely. I love the vlogs. I love showing people inside my life. I really just need to get a more structured schedule, which I, as a Gemini stellium, struggles with. But the signs are there. Like, I opened my meditation app yesterday after telling my boyfriend, like, I just need a more structured schedule, because being a full-time content creator, I don't have a part-time job right now. I let that go in May. And I've honestly never felt freer 3 days after I let my job go. I'm also a photographer. We see the Gemini popping out right now. Good Lord. I'm trying to tie it all back together. Don't worry, I will. 3 days after I left my job, my part-time job anyway, I got an email from an art curator. I have no idea how they got my email. I just be applying for stuff, just trying to put myself out there to change my situation always. And I put myself out there, apparently, because I got an email that there was a position opening up for art to be submitted in Chicago, and it could be any medium, digital, photography, arts, oil, and I did it. I submitted it. It's just crazy how it all works out, because like a couple weeks before, I had my sister help me take these pictures of myself, because I just had a vision that I truly had to execute. Like, if you know, you know, but I'm truly a visionary, and I had to bring it to the forefront and make it tangible. Definitely one of my favorite photo shoots I've done so far. Shout out to my sister for helping me with that. But I submitted it, and I was like, this is it. Like, I'm just gonna go all in with this, see where it goes. I had to make 2 prints. I think I made them like 6 by 24 or something, 24 by 28. I forget the measurements, but yeah, I went to Walgreens, printed them out, and I was like, we're gonna submit this to her, and it got accepted. It got on display. I was in my first gallery show ever, which is really awesome. Like, of course I wanted it to happen, but I was just so focused on the how at that point, and borderline jealous, because I follow a lot of artists on social media, and they would be like, posted up with their art, like, hey, come see me this day. My work's up. It's going to be on display, yada yada. Not to compare, but I do be comparing sometimes. I'm falling out of that and aligning with other morals. But after letting go of that job, things opened up for me, and I was like, if this isn't a sign that I don't need to be putting my energy in other part-time gigs and all these part-time jobs, I really wanted to work somewhere where I'd be aligned with the work that I do, and I'm a photographer, so of course I'm like, working at a photo studio could be dope, but the corporate feel of JCPenney, it was very laid back most days, but other days I'm just like, bro, this isn't for me. And I'm like, dang, at least I gave it a shot, tried it out, That ended for me in May. It wasn't aligning with me anymore. And the shift that's been taking place, but like I'm feeling heavy, and I know other people are too, is leaving jobs that aren't aligned with you. And Jupiter's also in Gemini. This is borderline, like, you need to know I'm into astrology as well, because the chart really explains so much when you dive deep into it. But yeah, I was like, you know what? It's an 8 year. I'm a life path 8. Jupiter's in Gemini. What more do I need to see that the 9 to 5, even though it wasn't a 9 to 5, the normal work schedule just isn't for me. And that brings me back to TikTok, because like 2 years ago, I was like, now what'll happen if I just start posting? I began doing that and the response was really great. So I feel like testing it out time is over. I hit that. That affirmation came to me yesterday because I'm like, why do I feel so like stuck? And not exactly stuck because I'm making progress and forward movement, but it just feels like I'm not where I want to be. I'm like, I started giving it my all on TikTok. I have the equipment to film. Why are things not progressing for me in the way that I want? Like, 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I've always wanted to be on YouTube. I'm telling you, like, the videos I will watch, the people I found, and something just shifted where it's like, okay, you need to get up and you need to make the content you want to see. But I never really brought that to YouTube. I did some vlogs here and there, and I've had some trouble uploading them because I'll be getting copyrighted like crazy, even if I have a copyright-free song. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna post a Gemini Yap session where there probably isn't any music, just so I could test out how my content is being received on the YouTube algorithm without any music, because there's been plenty of videos I watched and enjoyed where there was no music. They're just spitting for minutes upon minutes. And I want to test that out. And I'm like, you know what? You should have been posting 2 times, at least 2 times a week on YouTube. And I'm like, well, what are you going to post? You know you like vlogging. I really enjoy the week in my life vlogs, because who wants to see just like a normal day in my life vlog? I mean, that could be fun too, but seeing the weeks in and out, I like that. Or like behind the scenes on a photo shoot. I thought I would be doing that on YouTube, but in order to do that, I have to have photo shoots and remember to record and stuff. And then I'm just like, I don't want that pressure on me to come up with a photo shoot concept, film it, edit the behind the scenes, even though I have all the time in the world to do that, because I'm doing this full time. I'm at home. I have the equipment. Everything I need is in my hands. I just need to get a structured schedule. Like, I really haven't had a structured schedule since probably high school, or not even at work, because I'd be scheduled completely different times all the time. So yeah, that like 6 a.m. wake up, 7 a.m. at class, you know what classes you have for the day. I never thought I would thrive with structure, but I saw a reading on TikTok. I looked up Gemini reading just to see what would come up. And I found this girl. It wasn't a popular video. She had like 17 likes, which I love because those always hit harder. And it was about getting structured in my rituals and just like honing it in, like I be floating around, it feels like, as an air sign. Float, 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 just go with the flow. Like, bro, that's good. All in all, that's great, but day in and day out, I need some structure. So I started this, like, when I started getting more into my content creation, I was like, okay, we need to choose a time to wake up, have some reminders set, and do what we gotta do to get done. So basically, a brief rundown of my schedule looks like this. 9 a.m. I'll wake up. I have a reminder to drink water when I wake up, so I'm not just, because back in like 2020, I would wake up and just scroll till my head started hurting, and it's like, bitch, did you have any water today? Did you get outside? Like, so, and I'm still working on that outside one, because I don't even have that routed into my schedule right now. So I'll wake up, drink water, of course scroll to look at what's happening in the world a little bit, check on posts from last night, this and that, respond to comments, and then 11:30 comes around. That's my reminder to stretch and move my body. And I strictly have it as stretch and move your body, because I'll start off stretching, but I don't want to, tell myself, you have to work out, you have to do abs today. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's where routine gets me thrown off, because I'm like, bro, I stretched. That's good, right? But as long as I stretch and move my body, which can mean like getting up to make my bed, getting up to clean up around my room. Today I went outside and literally walked around my backyard because I didn't feel like being perceived out in the real world to walk out and about. I also don't have a dog or a person to walk with me, which would be helpful because I'll be floating, bro. I'll just be floating through time and not really being aware of my surroundings without another person or a dog. So I really want a dog. I told my mom this yesterday. I'm like, we should get a dog. That'll force me to go on walks and like get out, you know? So after stretching and moving my body, it's back to whatever I want. Like, I'll probably make food. I'll probably edit some stuff. It really depends. But more than likely, I'm going to make some food, maybe a latte, a smoothie, something to nourish my body after moving it and just waking up my organs, getting the blood flowing. And then at 1 p.m., I pushed it off no further. At 1 p.m., I have to get my day started. Like, I have to wash up, maybe put clothes on. And I'm taking that a step further to, yes, putting an actual outfit on, doing skincare, all of it. And then we lounge around for a bit till 2 p.m. rolls around, and it's like, okay, 2 p.m. is content creation time. I got my whiteboard over there that tells me what I need to do, what needs to be done first, and I'll edit some videos, respond to comments and stuff, but I'll just be like laying in bed while I do it. Like, I be forgetting I can go to a cafe, the library, rent a room, and like lock in for real. Yes, being at home is top tier, but I do miss getting out and about. It'll make me feel like I'm doing something. I know it will. Like, if I'm in the room with a laptop, headphones on, like, do, I need that type of structure. It's really calling inside of me to, like, get locked in that way. Because I already know by posting every day for a year straight that I can lock in and do the same thing with YouTube and just, like, whip all of my content creation into shape, because I still feel like I'm all over the place. Even though I have somewhat of a routine, it's time to tighten up for real. And it's right on time because the equinox is here. The day and the night are like balanced, and it's time. It's really time to lock in for me and take this stuff a step further, because I know what I want to do and what I want my lifestyle to look like. So this is really just holding myself accountable, putting it in to the YouTube algorithm, because I feel like if I know people know what I want to do, then I'm gonna have to continue to show up, you know? So yeah. Also, if you have any advice on uploading with copyright free music, please let me know, because I love hearing a little music in the background. I feel like it makes the video go faster, but this one's gonna be, you know, just very grounded and a true Gemini Yap session, okay? Because I need to get these thoughts out. I do be journaling, but we love a good YouTube video. I love seeing comments about people relating. I love leaving comments for the creators that I watch where it's like, bro, I relate to this so much. So yeah, part of me wants to get on like the cinematic side of things, but I'm just gonna try to find a way to combine it all. But yeah. First Gemini Yap session. Like I said, I'm gonna be here 2 times a week because I'm about to pour my all into this. Like, playtime is really over, bro. Testing it out time is over. I know what I want to do. It's time to do it. You know, I have everything I need. So thank you for watching. I'm not gonna make this too long because Lord knows I can go on and on. But I'm just trying to put some feelers out and see how y'all respond to this. Even if not, I know doing this will be good for my mental health because I need to talk. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.